Hey guys, me again. The YouTube is back. I've taken a month off, focused on my exams. I'd still been doing the TikTok. If you haven't seen it, go over to my TikTok, Jacob Jenkins 06. But YouTube has took a break and I'm back now and I'm ready to smash it. I'm going to be posting every other day at least for the next 16-20 weeks, if not more. I'm on summer holidays now from university, so plenty of time, no more excuses, time to really, dig in and get some hard work done on this. Because I just want to, put myself out there. I think I can provide a lot of value to the people watching. I'm not just doing this for, vanity or whatever. I don't particularly like the attention from social media, but I do think I can really help people to get a better physique, get bigger, leaner, stronger, everything. I just enjoy the gym more, at the end of the day, if you don't love this, what are you doing? It's your life. This is my life, how I want to spend my life. I absolutely love it. And if you don't absolutely love it, maybe bodybuilding isn't for you, because when you get to them hard days, and there's going to be hard days. I mean, I'm having hard days in my cut now, and I'm like 14% body fat. If you were getting on stage 4% body fat, Jesus, you're going to have some very hard days, harder than I can imagine so far. But yeah, what I'm saying is, you don't love it, then it's going to be even harder. And I think you kind of have to love this. If you want to do it properly, you kind of have to. There's not really, you just won't be able to do it otherwise. It's not something you can kind of just do for fun. It's tough, it's hard work. Obviously, I'm talking about the higher levels here. If you want to just come and have a laugh and do some bench press, then, I wouldn't really say you're a bodybuilder, but you can still have a laugh. But yeah, today is back day, back and abs. Really trying to bring the abs up. I've got about 5 to 6 weeks left of this cut I'm on now. I started at 94 kilos. I'm down to 82-ish now. I want to stop about 78, so it might be a bit longer than that. It depends how long it takes me to lose that weight. Obviously, the longer you do it, harder it gets. But hopefully, people know 5 to 6 weeks, might be up to 8, I'm not sure yet. But when that's done, I would put in another 10 kilos on over like 6-7 months. Super slow, nice, lean bulk, what people would say, which is actually just a normal bulk, because all your bulk should be lean, unless, you're a complete beginner and you're dangerously skinny. Just no need to get fat. Trust me, I've done it. I've got very fat. I was up to 103 kilos about 12 months ago. Like 25-30% body fat. Definitely wasn't healthy, definitely wasn't the right thing to do. But to be fair, it did help me get as strong as I've got and as much muscle as I have. Probably a little bit faster, but the amount of time I've spent cutting, getting rid of all that extra weight I've put on, all the extra fat, is probably enough to offset any extra muscle gain, because I've probably spent longer in calorie deficits where I could have been bulking and I could have made just as much muscle while staying leaner, which ultimately, who wants to be fat? It sucks. No one wants to be fat. Obviously, dieting sucks too, but, everything sucks unless you look at the positives and then, whatever. But if you can be lean, or, lean, like, ish, all year, why would you not want to do that? Obviously you have to put weight onto bulk, but going from shredded to lean is better than going from lean to fat. That's the way I see it. Anyway, with a nice yap now. Gonna head in there, hit back. Gonna start off with a rowing movement, as I always do, a nice heavy compound. Then I'll be moving on to a pull down variation. Then it'd be on to trap movement, which would be shrugs today. Then onto a lat pullover, hit the lats a different angle, and a bit of rear delts. Then onto abs, which I have to play by ear. I don't normally do abs at this gym. I normally do abs at my other gym, if you've been following, the red gym, Bodytech. But I'm sure I'll figure something out. It's end of the day, it's crunches and leg raises. It's pretty much anything you can do for abs. There's not really much else. But yeah, it's a lovely day. It's about 7 o'clock now in the UK, and let's just get in there, get a good pump, get some posing done, and grow, and hopefully teach you guys some things along the way. As always, any questions, chuck them in the comments below. Anything you want to see, different format, and if you want music on the videos, whatever, chuck it in the comments, I will respond. And I always appreciate the suggestions, the feedback, whatever. But yeah, let's get in there.
first set done. Obviously warmed up properly beforehand. I won't go too much into that because I say that every single video, but warm up properly. Obviously stretch out, warm up, don't be an idiot. That's all I'll say for that for today. Anyway, but yeah, first set felt great. One thing I will say is use that full range of motion. If you notice when I'm doing my rows, I hope you can see me in the frame, but when I get to the bottom part of the range of motion, I round my shoulders and proper curl my back over the pad. Just trying to, like, basically you're trying to touch the wall on the other side of the gym. Get as far as you can out. You're not going to increase your risk of injury doing that if you do it sensibly. You've done it before. And you'll get so much more gains. That lengthened bit of the range of motion is the most important. Lots of research in the last year or two has come out saying that is the most important part of it. Obviously, you need to do all of it, but don't miss out that last bit just to put more weight in the bar. Like, sure, you'll look better today or you put an extra 10 on because you're not doing the full range of motion. But in 6 months, the guy who does it properly and sacrifices a little bit of weight at first will be stronger, bigger, look better. They'll win. You know what I mean? You're not going to win by cheating. No matter what you do in the sport, there's very little you can do to cheat and get away with it. It's all just hard work and consistency. So do it properly, do it right, leave your ego at the door, and yeah. But yeah, moving on to the second set now. I'll do 3 sets on this. My main movement for the day, and I try and just annihilate my back with this. Basically, this targets pretty much your entire back. I mean, most back movements do. It's kind of hard to isolate a particular part of the back. You can bias. This will bias more lats because the way my elbows are at 45 degrees, but it will not completely take my traps out. My traps have got a pump right now, 1 set in. It shows no matter what you do, you will hit the rest, but obviously it's good to bias things too. But yeah, out to the next set now. first set of shrugs done. 120 kilos plus whatever the machine weighs for I think 9. So very good set. Guess we overloaded from last week pretty well. With shrugs, a lot of people, I've done it. When I say a lot of these things, it's because I've done them in the past and learned from them. Don't forget that. So what they do is they'll shrug straight upwards. You don't want to do that. Sure, it'll work a little bit. It will target a lot of your upper traps. But if you want the big traps all the way around, because your traps aren't just what you see at the front when you're doing, them poses. It's mostly at the back. So it's very important you grow them all around, not just the top. And to target them all the way around, you want to go up and back. So as I come up, watch my chest, rewind or watch the next set, whatever, and watch my chest as I do it. As I go up, my chest comes forward, I pull the weight back behind me, sort of like a diagonal line behind me. And that just gets all the traps. And trust me, it's harder, definitely harder. And you don't want to do it too aggressive because, like anything, you can hurt yourself, especially the first time doing it. Warm up, try it properly. Don't just put your work and set weight in the bar and completely change your form because that's the easiest way to get hurt. But yeah, do it properly. Get used to that form. I guarantee you'll grow your traps so much more. And at the end of the day, if you're bodybuilding, you're trying to grow as much as you can. So it's probably the best thing to do. But yeah, on to the next thing now. One more set of this, then on to lap pullovers. Probably do it unilaterally today. These are an absolute killer. Crazy pump off these. You don't need much weight at all. This is one of the things where you really focus on the form more than the weight, like I was talking about before. This exercise I'm doing here, shrugs, is more about the weight. Obviously, still amazing form, but you know what I'm saying. Whereas these pullovers, you can't use much weight. It's just far too mechanically hard to use. Well, if you do, then you're an absolute monster because I certainly can't. So. First set of that done. And like I said, you cannot use much weight on that at all. I had on the 6 pin out of like 30, and my back's decently strong. It's one of my stronger muscle groups, obviously proportionally, but I can do like no weight on that at all. And the craziest pump, craziest stretch ever. I wouldn't recommend doing that as kind of like a primary move, like compound lift, because you do want to go a bit heavier on some things. I'm not saying you have to use heavy weight to grow, but it's a good idea to get strong with compound movements like chest supported rows and things, rather than focusing on more sort of accessory movements like that. Like I'll do that at the end to get the best pump possible to finish off, make sure my back's completely destroyed. But I wouldn't necessarily use that as like my main back movement, if you get what I mean. I'd much rather use a lat pull down or a chest supported row, something a bit more, something that targets the whole back more. That's one of the isolation exercises. Can't speak today. That's when you know you're deep into the session when you can't speak anymore. first 2 sets of ab raises done. Felt really good. The first set was a bit shaky. I haven't done it in here before, and the dumbbells in here are a lot thinner and like harder to keep your grip. I'm checking my mic didn't die. It died a minute ago. It's a lot harder to keep your grip with the dumbbells. So when you're like obviously moving your legs, it just flies out and bit of a nightmare. But I got the form down, especially that second set. So all good. Crazy ab pump off these, but a lot of people nowadays are obsessed with just doing bodyweight ab workouts, and I don't get why. I mean, I do get why, because it's what they see on social media. It's what everyone's doing. Well, like most people, so they just copy. But if I said to you, you're going to build as big of a chest as you can, what would you do? I guarantee you wouldn't say to me, I'm just going to do bodyweight push-ups forever. You'd turn around and go, right, okay, we're going to start a bench and then, incline press, whatever the exercises are. But you definitely wouldn't just do push-ups forever. I mean, because sure, you'll get a bigger chest and you can still look better than most people, but are you going to get as big of a chest as if you did a proper bodybuilding style, progressive overload on weights and all that stuff? Definitely not. So with abs, it's the same principle. They're not any different to any other muscle. They're not, magic. You train them with weight and you progressive overload and they'll grow. It's as simple as that. It's just me, they're not the most flashy muscle group to train. I mean, they're probably my least favourite apart from calves, maybe. But they're important. My abs are very underdeveloped because I had that silly mentality of I don't need to train abs. That's another one people say, but I'll do a whole other video on that. And just bodyweight, I just come in here and do like 30 sit-ups, bodyweight sit-ups, like barely to failure, and then I'll just do that, like 5 sets of that. You know what I mean? That would never work for any of the muscle groups, so why would it work for abs? That's why my abs are underdeveloped, and that's why I'm playing catch-up now. So if you're earlier on than me, or it doesn't matter, even if you're not, just get in the habit of doing abs, even if it's just once a week or whatever. I guarantee it'll pay off later on. Unless you've got incredibly good genetics for abs naturally, then obviously you don't need to. I know some people who have got crazy abs and they've never trained them. Obviously you don't need to then. Same with any muscle group really. Like if your chest is amazing, you don't need to train it as much as your weaker body parts. But again, whole other video on that. There's so much you can talk about. I'm trying to keep these videos relatively brief, like 15, 20 minutes, so that when you're eating your meals, you can watch them. Because I know that's what most bodybuilders do. They watch YouTube eating their meals, so I don't want to be like an hour-long video or 2 minutes, But yeah, one more set of this, and then I'm going to finish off with ab crunches on the cable stack machine. Bit heavier in that one, bit not as focused on the form. Obviously, still focused on the form. You get what I'm saying. Same principle as before. Just focusing on getting a crazy good pump. Because the pump isn't just how you grow muscles. That's another one. It's about producing stimulus, but the pump's sort of definitely a good indicator. If you've got a good pump, you're almost certainly doing it right. It'd be very unlikely you're doing it wrong if you have a good pump. If you get what I mean. Session done. I don't even know if you can see me right now, but I'm sweating like mad. Finished off abs, I had one more set. Really good ab pump, but I'm definitely back out training abs now. No excuses. I've got plenty of time. And to be fair, they're very underdeveloped. Like them and calves are probably my most underdeveloped muscle groups, which isn't good. So yeah, be working on them. Did cardio, 20 minutes cardio daily. I'm on Stairmaster. I've been on that for a while now, but I keep ramping up the intensity on the Stairmaster, so it's getting harder and harder. Because you have to progressively overload everything, your calorie deficit, your cardio, same as your weights really, if you want to get the best fat loss, results. But yeah, all done for today. Please, again, like and subscribe. It's so funny saying that every time. Like, when I was a kid, I never thought I'd be saying that when I'm older. You know what I mean? When everyone was a kid, like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber.
and then now I'm actually doing YouTube. So, wow. Anyway, again, chuck in the comments whatever you want. I'm not going to be offended. I can take some constructive criticism. Let me know what you think. I'm just trying to grow the channel, trying to give you guys as much information as I can. And I love doing this. It's fun, you know. I'm not suffering doing this. It's definitely fun. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's probably going to be not arms. It will be chest, probably chest day, or it might be something else. Might be something completely random. So wait, stay tuned for that. Fucking hell, I'm knackered. And yeah.